Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Dogecoin, which is approaching a massive resistance level that it has on the lower time frame right now. But before we jump into that, make sure you guys go check out the Discord down below. It'll be the first link there. You can see on the screen just how many wins our members are getting from copying our trades. Inside the Discord, you can only copy our trades, but you can also copy our long-term portfolio, copy our strategies and use them for yourself. You also have a bunch of learning resources and a really active community. So yeah, make sure you join up. You can cancel at any time if you're not enjoying it, and yeah, join up. Now, Dogecoin has been actually moving to the upside quite well ever since the massive crash that we had, and it's been developing some new support and resistance levels. So currently it's developed this really strong resistance from 26 to like 27 cents, as you can see by the box. It's currently having a flush candle to the upside, meaning there's so many buyers that there's no wick yet. It's just flushing through. I think we'll probably see some sort of resistance and wick quite soon. It will be interesting to see whether we can break out of this or not. Again, you know, the entire crypto market hasn't been the best recently. It's just been very consolidatory. You can see on Bitcoin, you know, we've barely been moving. It's been such sideways action, and yeah, overall I think even the S&P hasn't really been moving until yesterday when we actually started breaking through the resistance, and it looks like we're gonna head to an all-time high very soon. So hopefully that continues through to Bitcoin and then through to other coins like Doge. Now, in comparison, Doge to other meme coins, it's actually one of the strongest currently. Obviously, if we compare it to Dog with Hat, it's up 10% today, but it's also dropped, you know, like 80% in the past few weeks, whereas Dogecoin hasn't seen that much of a drop. Yes, we dropped from, you know, if we compare the high of 48 cents down to 26, which is nearly 50%, but Dog with Hat went from $4.70 down to 60 cents. That's like 85-90% drop. You know, Pepe went from 28 all the way down to 10. Again, huge drop. SHIB down from 33 to 16. Massive drops on a lot of coins. So I think Doge is still one of the strongest. And another thing you have to remember is that Doge is also backed by Elon Musk and the entire government of the US, in the form of the Department of Government Efficiency. So yeah, I definitely think it's the strongest meme coin, and I think it's gotten to the stage where it shouldn't even really be called a meme coin anymore. It should be called more of an altcoin, simply because of how much influence it has. You know, a lot of these newer meme coins, they are all just pump and dumps, but Dogecoin is really one that has solidified the space and is definitely here to stay. So as for trades, if you remember in the previous video, we were looking for shorts from this resistance, looking to short down to here. Again, you know, if you entered, we obviously didn't come back down to the support, but there was multiple levels to take profit. If not, and you know, you're still in the trade, maybe look to close in at near break even right now, just because we are looking like we can break through. And if we do break through, then you can look for a long position, in which case we simply would flip as soon as we break out. We wait for us to come back down. On lower time frame, we find a fair value gap, an order block, something like that, to then, you know, long. And I think the long would pose a lot more profits, simply because there's a lot more upside than there is downside. So we could long to 43.5 cents, which would give us 60% profit, even to the high 48 cents for 80% profit, unleveraged. With leverage, that's well over 1,000% profit. And yeah, stops at the support if you really want. And even if you're not into futures trading, then you can also just enter spot once we break through. So yeah, that's what I'd be looking to do. We did have some stellar trades yesterday in the Discord as well, in the form of APT hitting 57% profit and PolyX hitting 110% profit, and a few more as well. So yeah, I mean, if you're struggling to find trades, or you want to be copying our trades, which have like an 85% win rate, 85% win rate, then check out the Discord down below. Again, it will be the first link in the description. Yeah, make sure you join up. Now, we also have to take a look at Bitcoin dominance, which has actually been falling quite well. It's not been a massive dump yet, it's just been a slow sort of fall, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. We need to come to this level right here at like 3.3 to 3.2k, and then we can look to break down even further, where we could look to head to 2.7k. If we look at the percent chart, it's very similar to what we had in 2021, in the form of we see a pump, we then see our initial dump, we then see one more rally up, we see the top from a large wick, and then we essentially dump down. We compare it to 21, we have a huge pump, initial dump, rally, top, wick. Other people have also been comparing it. I think we also compared it in yesterday's video to this pump, small dump, pump, large wick, dump. So you can compare it to really either one, and we are at this sort of stage where we are looking to really top out, or we're still very early and it's like this top where we're going to continue to rally, but I highly doubt it because we have just been on this everlasting pump. So yeah, I think we're definitely nearing the top right now, especially with this huge wick. Like, whenever we see a very large wick, it's usually the top. So here, for example, we saw a very large wick, much larger than the one before, and then we see the dump. Here, for example, we saw a large wick, we see a dump. You know, this happens every time. Like, these aren't that large of wicks, nor are these, nor are these. This one is quite large, to be honest, but this right here, large wick, dump. So again, I think this is definitely going to be a large wick and a dump. It will just have to depend on whether we dump through this support and continue down, or whether we just see a small dump and then reverse back up. That's what we don't want to see if we want altcoins and meme coins to really fly. Instead, we just want it to dump straight through. Now, as for Dogecoin, again, we've been accumulating for a very long time at extreme lows, even, you know, since before 2021, but we're still going to be holding. I think Dogecoin is way stronger now than it was ever before, and I wouldn't be looking to really sell, you know, at these sort of levels, 27, 30, 40 cents. I think we're definitely bound for a lot higher. The lowest I'd probably take is going to be like 50 cents, so right close to the high that we had here, but overall I'd be looking for long-term profits, maybe even at 75, 80 cents. Yes, we have been inflationary, and Dogecoin does create more coins every single day, which makes it harder for the demand to rise, but it is also way stronger than it ever was during this phase. I don't want to say 21 phase because this was when we initially got the Elon Musk tweets regarding Doge, and yeah, they were causing absolute havoc in the markets. You know, we were pumping so high, it was crazy. But now that people more so understand how Musk is associated with Doge and everything like that, yes, the hype has died down, but the utility has just become even stronger. So yeah, that's sort of my outlook. As for short term, it doesn't really matter because we already have the long term bag. So yeah, short term we can, you know, take profits at 32 cents if we want, even 38, even lower, 29 cents if we really want, because we have our hedges with the long term positions. And that's another reason why we took the short. When you have a long term portfolio with just spot buys, you can hedge with, you know, short-term shorts, short-term longs, and that way you don't really care what is happening overall in the chart and the price, because your short-term trade is either making the profit or your long-term portfolio is making the profit. So yeah, that's why it's usually best to have some hedges in spot and hedge against that with short-term trades. Other coins I'm going to be keeping an eye out for this week. Dog with hat might look for some short positions from this area right here. I'm not entering anything yet. Going to go into a lower time frame and find something though if that does happen. Again, dog with hat I think is, you know, it has these huge rallies where it will spike 10-20% in a day, maybe 2 days, and then it dumps. So that's why I'm interested in it, and I don't think it's that strong of a coin anymore, so that's what I'm going to be keeping it out for. Pepe, another one. I don't really take any trades on Pepe. The difficult thing with taking trades on Pepe and SHIB is that it's hard, especially with all the decimals. You have to enter 1,000 Pepe, and then they don't really move that much, and the trades are a lot harder because there's no significant move in one direction. And yeah, SHIB broke out to the upside as we spoke about in the previous video, so we can potentially look for it to head to maybe 19 cents if the market is happy. XRP been performing really well. We've been talking about longs from this area for a while. It's hit the 0.5 level and nearly 0.618 level here. Yeah, been rising beautifully. H bar still consolidating, not moved a lot yet, still on the support, still on our entries. Sui performing well, just at a resistance right now. Will be interesting to see whether it can break through. Fetch still at the support, not really been moving much. Again, going to be keeping an eye out on it. Render, same thing. Polkadot, similar thing, but it has actually been rising quite a lot. So yeah, really good to see. AVAX, slow riser, but it is on this support level, so definitely want to keep an eye out for. Solana, same thing with AVAX on a support. I think meme coins slowly dying down, so I think Solana might see a bit of slowness in progress. And ETH, one of the highest accumulations from the lots of ETF inflows happening from BlackRock over the past month. So yeah, definitely want to keep an eye out for in case something does spike on ETH. And Bitcoin, yeah, like we've talked about a lot in the previous videos. Now, if you did enjoy the video, please do make sure to like and subscribe. If you need a place to enter trades, buy crypto or sell crypto, then check out the exchanges that I use. In the links down below in the description, if you sign up using my link, then you'll get not only a sign up reward, but also lower fees. So yeah, it's sort of a no-brainer win-win situation. Use the link, sign up, and start trading with us. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.